Hello crafters, hopefully we should be live over on the Chloe's Creative Cards page and on the craft store as well. So I'm really excited to be joining you all today to be showing you our fantastic flower builder collection. So if you've maybe not seen me before, some of you may have seen me previously in the past. So I have been on Create and Craft, I have been on Hochanda, and yeah, so since probably about 5 years ago, we probably kind of moved more to doing kind of live streams and things like that from our studio here. So hopefully we're going to provide you with lots of inspiration. If you haven't seen my style before, it is very pretty, very sparkly, lots of glitter and some beautiful florals. So today's going to be all about the Flower Builder collection, which has been super duper popular. So you're going to be able to create some gorgeous cards just like these ones in the background using the products. So what I thought we would do is I'd give you a quick run through of some of the goodies that we have available. Of course, you can shop on our website. I feel like a DJ today because it's like we're kind of mixing the graphics and everything live. So here we go. Hopefully you can shop on our website on the link below, which is chloescreativecards.co.uk/the craft store. Please do keep me company, leave me some comments. I am nervous for today, I cannot lie, so please do keep me company, leave me some comments. I've got my iPad next to me so I can have a little look through as we go. Okay then, so we're going to get started. So the Flower Builder collection is basically, I'm going to pop the little overhead camera in. Here we go. There we go. So the Flower Builder collection is all built out from these two stunning 3D embossing folders, stamp and die sets. So you are getting everything within here. So we've got two different designs. We've got the flower bouquet, which is this one here. So let me pop the little bit of information in for this one. Let me just have a quick look. There we go. So we should, there we go. We should be able to see the flower bouquet on this one here. Sorry, there we go. Right, so this is the flower bouquet design. So within here, you have got your beautiful 3D embossing folder, which is this one here. You have got your gorgeous metal die set and you have got a set of stamps as well. So these all work together. So the dies are going to cut out the flowers from the embossing folder. The dies are also going to cut out your stamped flower images. So it's going to give you so much versatility with this collection here. So that one is the flower bouquet design, and I've got a few finished samples that I wanted to show you with this one. So this is the kind of thing that you're going to be able to create, and this is going to be my first demo because it's going to show you the concept perfectly of these 3D embossing folder stamp and die sets. So you're going to be able to create projects just like this one here. And of course, if you are loving the colour on those flowers, we have got the vellum coming up as well. But then if you want to use the stamps with the dies, you can do as well to create projects like this one. We also can create these stunning kind of white on white projects as well. So you can see how well this is going to work to create your gorgeous kind of projects. Just really simple white card, that's all I've used, and a little bit of glitter. And then I'm going to show you one more finished sample. This one's really cool. This is the one that Christine did. And what she's done is cut away the side of the folder like this. So she's kind of created like a little fold back card, but in a slightly different way. So that one is your flower bouquet design. So if I just pop the graphics in for the next design, just let me have a little look. Here we go. So we've now got the flower swirl as well. So this is the exact same concept, but this one is the flower swirl. So you can see how beautiful this one is. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's going to be perfect for creating lots of different projects. So again, you have got your 3D embossing folder in here. You have got your metal dies and you've got your stamps as well. Okay, so you can see how this is all going to mix and match perfectly together. So I'll pop that one to one side and pop the packaging back in, and then I'm going to show you some finished cards with this one as well. This is one of Glynis's, and Glynis creates absolute showstoppers of cards. She loves all of the bright colours, and you can see how she's utilised that on here. And again, these little flowers are die cut from some vellum that we've got coming up that I'm going to show you. We've got another one here, again, one of Glynis's. And you can see how beautiful that one is using the flowers, the stamps and the dies as well. It works perfectly together. And finally, we have got this one here. which is using the 3D embossing folder in the middle and then using the gorgeous flowers stamped around the edge, and that's one of Christine's beautiful projects. So you can see how this one is working perfectly together. You can see how lovely that one then looks. So I'm going to grab in some other bits. I'm going to pop this little sneak peek in to give you an idea of what we're going to be showing you next, because we've got some vellum coming up. So there we go. You can see exactly how this is going to work perfectly together. Okay, so the vellum that we've got coming up is from this little pad here. So if I bring this in, let me just sort my little graphics and everything out, and then we'll pop that in for you. So we've got our beautiful printed ombre designer vellum paper pad, and this is gorgeous. So it's 5x7 in size. It is sized absolutely perfectly to fit in with the 5x7 embossing folders. So what you're going to be able to do is you are going to be able to take out a sheet of the vellum. So say we take this one here. We can then take our folder, which we've got here. We can pop this in, run this through our die cutting machine, and it's going to emboss those flowers, which then means we can cut them out and build them up to create some beautiful 3D flowers for your project. So we're going to pop this to one side. Okay, and I've got one more thing I'd like to show you, and then we're going to get into a demo. So let me just sort out the next little screen. Here we go. So the next item that I would like to show you is our beautiful Pastel Rainbow Delight paper pad. And you can see how beautiful this one is. So this is $13.99. You are getting 48 double-sided 8x8 paper sheets. And you can see how gorgeous these ones are. They are absolutely stunning. You've got lots of kind of rainbow style designs on here, and they are beautiful. They've got that pretty floral look, which is going to be perfect to coordinate with the flowers and the designs that we've got within this collection. But you can see how fabulous this one is. So that one is the 8x8 printed designer paper pad, and that's the Pastel Rainbow Delight. It is $13.99. If you've maybe just joined, of course, you can shop all of our products on our website, which is www.chloescreativecards.co.uk, and then everything that I'm going to use today, I've tagged and popped into a collection. So if you go on to chloescreativecards.co.uk/the craft store, you will be able to see all of the goodies that we're using today. So I've got a couple more products to show you, and then we're going to get into a demo, because I just want to walk you through a couple of the die sets, because we're going to use one of them first. So next up, we have got our beautiful, the 8x, these are DL, die sets. So let me just grab the little bit of information in for this one. There we go. So we've got the beautiful this one is the Scalloped and Pierced DL rectangle dies, and you can see how gorgeous this one is. It is going to be absolutely perfect for kind of creating different looks on your projects and all such like. It is brilliant for creating card blanks as well. We do have a decorative option as well, and again you can view both of these on the website. So I'm going to get started, and we're going to do a little demo, hopefully to calm my nerves here, because I feel like I've got so much to fit into this hour. Okay then, so I'm going to bring my die cut machine in. Let me just knock all of these kind of graphics and everything off. Don't know what I've done here. I think I've just hit a lot of buttons and it's not going great. Okay then, so I'm going to show you a demo. I'm going to be using that Scalloped and Pierced rectangles die set first. So I'm going to pop the overhead camera back in on this one here, and then we will get started. So I've got all of my bits and pieces pre-prepped, and I wanted to try and get in as much as I possibly could into this hour. So we're going to start off by taking the DL dies, and we're going to create our own little card blank. So to do that, we are going to take the largest DL die, and we're going to take a piece of card. So this is just A4 card, and I'm just going to fold this in half, like so. We're then going to take our largest die, and we're going to overhang that just over the edge of the card. And then we're going to start and just build this one up. So we're going to tape this down into place, and then we're going to run this through our Gemini machine. So I am using a Gemini. You can, of course, these will work with any of the die cut machines that you've got at home. They are DL in size, so they will fit through lengthways onto your A5 die cutting machines as well. So we'll send that through our machine, and then we're going to grab that at the other side. Now, I have done a lot of the die cutting ahead of time, just because I thought that way then it's not wasting kind of as much precious demo time, and we might be able to get maybe another demo or two in. So once you've run that through your machine, you will be able to see that it has die cut our lovely little card blank out like this. So if you pop that to one side, I've then taken a second one and just die cut that from some white card. And we're going to stick this over the top. So we're going to use our Dries Clear PVA glue. And I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue just onto the background here of our card. Like so. And then we're going to stick this down onto our base card. Like this. Okay, so what I've then done is I've gone through that lovely ombre paper pad, and I've picked out one of the gorgeous purple papers from here. So this is beautiful. So the one that I've chosen is kind of like this marble effect purple one. And what I've done is I've taken my second die in. So this one's got the piercing around the edge. I don't know if you'll be able to see that on the camera. But I've die cut that out. So this is doing all of the hard work for you, because it's going to do your matting and layering. I've then glittered around the edge with some of our beautiful Crystallina glitter. And then we're just going to stick that down onto our base card. So a little bit of glue again, just onto the back, like so. And then we're going to stick that down into place as well. So that's going to go onto here. Okay, and then next up, we've taken the next one in, which is a scalloped one. I've die cut that from some white, glittered around the edge, and that one is good to go. So we're going to stick this one on as well. And that's going to go onto there. Like so. Okay then, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to take just a plain piece of white card, and I'm going to die cut out the next one down of the DL die set. So this one's got like that scalloped edge to it. So we're going to just tape this in place with a little bit of a Roll-Tap tape, and then again we'll run that through our die cutting machine. And actually, just looking at these dies, they would be awesome for making bookmarks as well. I feel like that would work really well with these. So we're going to send that through the die cutting machine. Okay, and then we'll just grab that at the other side. And then when we lift that out, you will see, if I hold this up, hopefully you might be able to see the detailing just around the edge of that die set there. It's absolutely beautiful. So you can see how we've got that kind of pierced look just going around the edge. So what we're then going to do is we are going to take our 3D embossing folder. So this is the flower swirl design that we're using. So again, you can use the folder on its own. You can use it in different ways as well. So we're going to take this, we're going to slide our piece of card into here. We're going to give it a little shuffle, because we're not going to get the full design, but we're going to get most of it on there. So I've lined it up so it's kind of looking like this. A little bit challenging because we're using white card. But what we're then going to do is take this and send it through our Gemini machine. So depending on your machine, you can either use your base plate and your plastic shim. I tend to have to put my metal shim in with mine, because again, my Gemini doesn't seem to have quite as much pressure now, but it has been well used. So we'll run this through, and then we can grab that at the other side and lift that out. And wow, look at the result that you are going to get. It gives you this beautiful kind of 3D sculpted paper effect. And you can see how gorgeous that then looks. Really, really pretty. So we're going to take that down, We're going to pop that just to one side, and we're going to start and use some of the vellum. So from the little vellum pad, I'm going to use the purple, the gorgeous purple flowers. This is where the magic happens with this set, because honestly, it kind of just transforms it from something that's kind of a little bit plain, but it takes it to that next level. So I'm going to take my scissors, and I like to just trim just a little bit across the top, like so. And then what we can do is take our folder, we're going to line up the design like so. So you're just going to spend a little bit of time just lining it up. Then you're going to close the folder and send that through your die cutting machine. So again, we're going to just send that through the machine like so. And then we're going to use some of the dies to die cut out the flowers when it comes from the other side, which again is taking the hard work out of it for you. So if we open this up, you can then see how you've got that beautiful design embossed onto the vellum. So the whole idea behind this was it would give you some beautiful colour for your flowers for your projects. So we can then open this up. Okay, we're going to take that design and we're going to take the matching dies. So we're going to have a little look and just line these dies up. And it's worthwhile just spending a little bit of time just making sure that you've got those in the right place. And then you're going to tape them down in place. Now, what I would say is I always use 2 pieces of tape, because then it kind of just gives the design a little bit more of something to grab onto. So, and then it's not going to it shouldn't swing and move as much when you put it through your die cutting machine. Of course, they can move a little bit. So, we're going to send this back through the machine. Okay, so let me have a little look. Those plates there. So we're going to die cut this out. So we're going to use our base plate, our metal shim and our plastic shim, and then we'll pop our cutting plate over the top. And then we're going to send that through the Gemini. So there we go. And this is going to die cut out those flowers for you. So it's going to give you a fabulous look, and it's going to look absolutely fab on your projects. So we're going to open this one up and we'll have a little look. So we've got these 3 here, which we have die cut. So you can see how they're going to line up perfectly over the folder. So what we're then going to do is, we're not bothered about the small ones. So what I tend to do is just keep them all in a little box, and then they're good to use later. So what we can then do is pop that away. I'm going to take my Dries Clear PVA glue again. Now this is available on our website. So again, chloescreativecards.co.uk. And this is a brilliant glue because it really enables you to stick your glitters onto your projects. So we're just going to trace, and I'm not being like too careful with this either. I'm just going for it. So we're just going to pop a little bit of glue just onto the lines of the flowers, like so. We're then going to take a little bit of our glitter. So this is one of our Sparkalicious glitters. Now, if you haven't seen Sparkalicious glitter, these are like the most sparkly glitters. They are absolutely gorgeous. Let me see if I can get this in camera. Oh, my word, this is very confusing today. There we go. Oh, no, that way. There we go. So you can see how beautiful that glitter is. It's got that gorgeous lilac in there, but then you've almost got like an aurora borealis of colours as well, which is going to work so, so well on your projects. So I'll grab a little bit of scrap paper. Again, I have already done this ahead of time, just so they could be dry and we could stick the card together. And what I'll do as well, seeing as this is our first show on the craft store, any of the orders that are placed following the show today, we'll randomly pick one and I'll pop this card in with the order too. So you can see how this is starting to come together. And then if we're grabbing the ones that are dry, you can see how it dries down just that little bit darker because the glue's dried clear. So we'll pop that to one side, bring those flowers in. Okay, and then next up, we are going to take that lovely panel that we embossed. Now, again, I have done this ahead of time, but what I've done is I've just gone in with that Dries Clear glue and literally just trace the design. So hold your glue like it's a pen and just trace that design. And then we're going to take a little bit of Lime Zing Sparklicious glitter. So this is a much finer glitter. So this is going to be perfect for just grabbing into the background. So just have a little trace of this. And then you can see how we can kind of just add that little bit of glue onto the design. And then we're going to take a little bit of scrap paper in and we're going to cover it with the Lime Zing glitter. And you can see how beautiful that looks. So once you've done the full panel, when it dries down, it's going to look like this. Okay, really, really pretty. So we'll pop this glitter back into the jar. This is always the hardest part, I feel, especially when you're crafting. I don't know about you, but I always end up with a load of glitter on the floor next to me because I shake the paper off. And then, yeah, it's all over the desk as well. I have to say as well, a huge thank you to everyone that has kind of joined me. So hello to Linda. I've got Christine. Christine's done some of the fabulous card samples as well. Hello to Joanna too. Thank you all so much for joining me. I don't know if there's a little bit of a problem on the Craftstream store, but please don't worry. We've recorded this so we can always pop it up a little bit later if needs be. Okay then. So we are going to stick this down now onto our card blank. So we're going to be using some foam pads. Now, if you haven't seen our foam pads before, I mean, where have you been? Honestly, our foam pads are absolutely fabulous. So I'm going to bring this in. I'm going to switch the camera around so that hopefully you can see this. But these are our foam pads on a roll. And seriously, these are absolutely huge. The box that you get with these is unbelievable. So you can get either 2mm or 3mm. And when you open these up, look at the foam pads inside. Like, it is jam-packed. It's like a full pizza box being delivered just with foam pads in. But what is so fabulous about these foam pads, and it's a really weird thing to kind of keep telling you all about, but what is brilliant about these is they are finger lift and they are a nice large size. So it makes it really easy to peel the backs off. So let me just take the backs off of these. Okay. And then we're going to stick this down onto our card blank. And we're going to start and build this card up now. So there we go. So you can see how that's starting to look. And now we're going to start and take these flowers. So we're going to shape them. And again, this is where it adds that little bit more depth and dimension to your projects. So we're going to just pinch down the middle of those flowers to create like a valley fold. And that is then going to give you that little bit of extra dimension on your project. So we're going to take a little blob of glue, pop that down in the middle, and we're going to stick that over the top. So we're just layering this up. So there we go. And then we're going to stick this one down as well. And then we'll stick this one here. So you can see how that's then layering together. Okay. And again, everything that I'm using is available on the website. We're going to take the little medium-sized one now. Pinch around the edge of here. Okay, so again, just creating that little valley fold just down the middle. And then we're going to pop a little blob of glue just into the centre. And then we're going to stick that one down. And then we're going to do exactly the other one as well. Oh, thank you so much for the comments as well. I can see a few of you are saying you've just purchased the foam pads and they're a game changer. They really are. They are fantastic for using on your projects. Honestly, it makes everything so much easier. So if we just give these, I'm just going to give them a little hold for a minute because I just want to give them a couple of seconds just to kind of grab and hold. So we'll just pop these into place, and then with your little flower swirl, die set, you get this little die that kind of cuts out a little stamen. So again, I have done this a little bit ahead of time just so that we could kind of get as much in as we possibly could today. So what I've done is die cut 2 of these out, and I've literally just used a little scrap of orange paper, look. So this is the die, okay? And again, this comes with the flower swirl set. So you are then going to pop this down onto your orange paper, send that through your die cutting machine to die cut that out, and then go around and add a little pearl, or if you didn't want to use pearls, you could use glitter, onto the edge of each of the stamen. So the pearls that I've used are from our little pearl box, again available on the website chloescreativecards.co.uk. You can see those peach ones were my favourite, and this is in the sale I think as well actually. So this is the leafy lace pearl box, perfect for adding little embellishments onto your projects. So we're going to take this and we're just going to start and stick these down into the middle of the flowers. So we're going to pull those little stamens up and then stick that down just in the centre like so. And you can see how that is then just all grabbing, all sticking together. We're going to do exactly the same. Little bit of glue. And then stick this one down onto there as well. And then just hold that just in place. Just give that a little couple of seconds just to grab, just to allow your glue to kind of all come back together. But you can see how gorgeous that is then looking. So what I've then done is in our little stamp set, let me grab the one in to show you. Let me see if I can find my little graphic for this. Honestly, I did loads of graphics and I feel like I've not used hardly any of them. There we go. So this one is the die and stamp, and this is the amazing, beautiful, lovely sentiment builder. So you can see how we've got 3 keywords in here, which are your dies. So you've got beautiful, lovely, and amazing. And then you've got some little elements that you can build your sentiments up with as well. So you've got to my, hello, wishing you, you are, have an, so you could have an amazing birthday. You could have you are amazing, lovely, brilliant, and brave. You could have all sorts of different sentiments that you can build up with this one. And again, you can shop all of these on our website, chloescreativecards.co.uk. But what I've done is I've literally taken the smallest element from this one, which is the hello stamp. So it's literally tiny. I've taken a VersaFine Clear ink pad. So I've used a black for this one actually. Rogue for me. I normally go for grey, but we thought we'd change it up. So we've got the VersaFine Clear ink pad. We're going to ink the little stamp up. So this is just a little hello. Just stamp that at the bottom of our white card. And then we'll just pop that to one side. I'm going to give that a little blast with my heat tool. You don't necessarily need to heat this one up. It's just so it dries a bit quicker for me. There we go. So we can give that a little heat. And then if we hold that up, you can see how lovely and crisp and clear that is stamped out. Okay, so what I'm then going to do is take my trimmer, which I've got here, and we are going to slide this in and just trim it down. So then we've got a little hello to go on our project. So we can trim that about there. Okay, and then we'll get this stuck down onto our card. So we're going to grab in our finished sample. We're going to pop the little hello. We go there, do we go there? Oh, decisions. I'm going to go for the top, I think. And we'll grab a little foam pad. Again, foam pad on a roll. So if they're a little bit too big for what you are wanting to kind of use, you can just trim just a little bit down like that. And then pop a little foam pad just onto the back. And then we're going to stick that down. And again, today is a little bit quicker than I normally demo because I want to try and cram as much in as I possibly can into the time that we've got. But if you have a little look on our website, chloescreativecards.co.uk, we do have our website and we have a fantastic YouTube channel as well, where we've got lots of tutorials on there where you can go and have a little look. So what I've then done is taken our tiny butterfly die. This one is out of stock at the moment. It wasn't when I prepped the demo, but it just kind of finishes it off. So I'm going to add a couple of the little butterflies just onto my project there. So all I've done is I've just die cut these out and glittered them. So that's that there. And a little one at the top, like this. And then we're going to take some little sparklers. Now, I believe there is an offer on the sparklers on the website. So if you hop over to chloescreativecards.co.uk, we've got a beautiful bundle with lots of our little self-adhesive sparkles in. And these are fantastic just for adding in to the backgrounds of your project. So I'm just using some of the these are like Aurora Borealis, like iridescent ones. Absolutely gorgeous. So we're just going to randomly dot a few of those about into the the background of your project, like this. Okay. And then finally, to finish this one off, I'm going to take a little pearl. Oh, should we go for purple? We'll go purple. Let's try something different. And we're going to pop that just into the middle of the flower. So a little blob of glue. And then we're going to take our tweezers. It's at this point that I normally end up like pinging them across the room. I'm sure everyone else does this. There we go. But you can see how you can just stick those down in the middle. And look, that is how we have created that beautiful kind of a 3D flower design. So this one is the Flower Swirl stamp embossing folder and die set. You get all three in there for $23.99, and of course you can shop this on our website. The little banner is below. Let me just move my hand up there we go. So it is on chloescreativecards.co.uk/the craft store. All of the products that I'm using today will be on that web link. So what I think I'm going to do is pop some little finished card samples in. I am then going to get ready for my next demo. Oh, should we have a look at the paper pad? Let's put the paper pad in. That's quite exciting. So we will then have a little look at the papers that we've got in the paper pad, and I am going to get ready for another demo. I am going to knock the microphone off while I do this, so please just give me a couple of minutes. Right, I really hope that you have been enjoying today's live stream. If you haven't done so already, please do hop over to the website. Here we go. chloescreativecards.co.uk/the craft store. You will then find lots of amazing crafty goodies. There's even more than we're showing you today on there. There is seriously loads. So please do hop over and have a little look. So I thought we'd get ready for another demo, and we are going to be using the gorgeous Flower Bouquet 3D embossing folder, stamp and die set for my next project. So I'm going to pop the overhead camera in, and then we can have a little look at this one. So again, we're going to be doing a little bit of matting and layering, and then we're going to be doing the embossing, the die cutting, all of the above. It's going to look fabulous. So again, all of the products that I'm using are available on our website, which is chloescreativecards.co.uk. We have got lots of goodies on there. We've got some fantastic 8x8 embossing folders, which I'm hoping if we get to a third demo, I might be able to show you in time. So let me pop the overhead in. I'm going to stop talking as much, and we're going to get cracked on with the card demo. So I've got a 6x8 card blank here, and I've taken one of the papers. Again, this is from that gorgeous Pastel Rainbow Delight paper pad. Absolutely beautiful. That is available on our website. I've taken that, I've gone round the edge of that paper with a little chisel tip glue pen and covered it with our gorgeous Crystallina glitter. So we're going to just pop a little bit of glue onto the back of there, and then we're going to stick this down onto our project as well. What I should have probably mentioned as well is I have been trying to monitor the comments as I go, and Becca is on the comments as well. She's in the same room as me, just sat across, but I'm sure she has been answering you all. We do ship to Europe, we ship to the USA, and we ship to the UK. For kind of Australia, Canada, unfortunately, we're not able to ship there. But if you have a little look on the website, click on the shipping and delivery page. We do have fantastic stockists that do. We have some stockists based in America and Australia. So please do have a little look on the website there. So what I've done first is I've popped my paper down. I've then put a piece of pink mirror card down. And then I've got a piece of our rose quartz pearl card that I'm just going to stick down on the top. So to do my mats and layers on this one, I have used the scalloped and pierced dies, which again we have on the website, and this is the rectangle set. I do believe this one might be out of stock at the moment, but if you pop your email address in on the website, you will get an email as soon as the new stock arrives. So that's kind of the basic matting and layering for our project. So what we're going to do next is we are going to take some white card and we're going to take one of the dies. So this is from our scalloped and pierced rectangles. And we're going to just die cut this from some white card. So again, pop our little bit of white card down. We're going to pop our die in the middle, tape that in place, and then we're going to run that through our die cutting machine. So again, this is kind of how I like to build my cards up. I tend to start with like the focal feature and then work out, but it just depends how you prefer to kind of work. So we're just going to run this one through and then we'll grab that at the other side. Okay, lift that out. And then we are going to take our 3D embossing folder. So this is that gorgeous flower bouquet design. So we're going to pop this into our folder like this. Okay, and then we'll pop that to one side, and then we're going to run this through our Gemini. So I'll just get my sandwich right there. Off we go. And then are we ready for the reveal at the other side? Because this, honestly, it looks gorgeous, just on white. Oh, beautiful. So we're going to lift this out and then have a little look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? That 3D embossing on that folder is just magical. So this is the flower bouquet design. And again, it is available on our website, chloescreativecards.co.uk. So we're going to lift that one away. And then we're going to take our PVA glue again. So what I've tried to do is kind of start with a more limited kind of range of products today. So we're going to use that Lime Zing again. And then literally all I've done is gone in with my Dries Clear PVA glue with the fine tip and just started to trace the little leaf design. Sorry, I'm trying not to get my like full head in shot here. I feel like I'm working at a bit of a weird angle. But then what you can do is go in, and this is such a cool little technique as well. It makes such a big difference. So you can go in and just add little dots of PVA in the background, and it looks really weird, but trust me, when it dries, it looks fab. So we're going to take some scrap paper again, sprinkle that Lime Zing glitter over the top. Okay, you can see how gorgeous that looks. But then when it all dries, it is going to look like this. So that's then going to add the foliage into the background of your order as well, which is absolutely into the background of your folder design. Sorry, the foliage. It's going to look gorgeous. So we're going to pop that to one side. Pop that glitter back in the jar. We're going to end up with a right like disco floor next to me here today. And then I've already let this one dry, obviously, and put some foam pads on the back. Now, I do like a few foam pads on the back of my projects, in case you haven't noticed. But the reason why I do that is my cards are sometimes quite heavy, because I do like to add lots of embellishments and all such like to them. So you want to make sure that the card's nice and balanced, because you don't want it to kind of sink or sag in the middle. So we're going to stick that down onto our base card like this. Okay, and then again, the exact same as we did last time. We're going to go into that gorgeous vellum pad and we're going to use this one here. So this is kind of like, you can see how we've ombre'd the vellum. Ombre'd, that's a lovely word, that one, isn't it? So we've ombre'd it, so it goes from like the darker pink to a paler pink to an orange, then a yellow. But then when you use this with the folder, honestly, it looks fab because it gives you that kind of shaded effect. So it makes it look like you've maybe shaded this with your ink pads or something like that. But it's taken all of that hard work out of it for you. So what we're going to do, I've trimmed a little bit just off the top again. And then we're going to take that folder, we're going to slide that vellum in like that. So we've got that nicely lined up. We're going to close the folder and then we're going to send that through our die cutting machine. So again, I've got base plate, I've got my metal shim in, and I've got my plastic shim on the top. You might find if you've got really good pressure in your machine, you just need the base plate and the plastic shim. So we're going to send this through like so, and then we're going to grab our little dies. And again, any of the orders placed on our website, chloescreativecards.co.uk, I will finish this card and we will sign it and I'll pop it in with one of the orders from today. So we'll open that up and then you can see the effect that that then gives. But can you see how it gives you that kind of beautiful raised textured effect on the petals of the flowers? And honestly, we've got some fab things coming with this whole kind of concept. We first did it at Christmas last year and I was like, oh, I've got so many ideas. So we've got loads of fabulous things coming if you have been loving this collection, which I know lots of you have been. So again, we're going to take our die and we are going to just position that down in place. And then we're going to use a little bit of low tack tape as well. Can I just say, when you craft, you just end up with a pile of low tack tape on the end of your desk. I do keep reusing it, but I feel like by the end of when I've finished crafting, I just end up with like a mound of low tack tape stuck to my table. Right, so we're going to take our dies. Again, tape these down in place. So this is the kind of whole concept behind the embossing folder, the stamp and the die set. So it all works perfectly in harmony together. So you can then use your stamps with the dies, you can use the embossing folder with the dies, of course you can add the vellum in as well, and you can stamp and emboss onto the vellum too. I should have mentioned that actually, and that's a really cool technique as well. So we're going to take our plate and send that through our Gemini. So I've got base plate, metal shim, plastic shim, die with vellum, cutting plate on the top. And as you can see, my cutting plates are very well used. I don't like to replace them too often, so literally we'll wait till the crack. So we're going to open this out and then we're going to just push those little flowers through. And again, you can see that die has done all of the hard work for you. It has cut out those lovely little flowers ready to use on your project. So what I've then done is I've done that 3 times. We're going to layer these up so they're quite dimensional. And then I've taken some of our chunky Crystallina glitter. So this is like Crystallina, which is like a transparent see-through glitter, so it's going to show the colour from underneath. But it's got some really kind of chunky flecks in there, so it gives you lots of different colours. Again, this one is available on the website, and that is Chunky Crystallina. So what we are then going to do is we are going to take our PVA glue again and just add little dots. And again, you can be really random with this. Don't have to necessarily follow the design. Little dots of PVA glue all over the flower, like this. Okay, so if I hold that up, you will hopefully be able to see that there. Ooh, there we go. Okay, so I've not been too specific with it. And then we're going to cover this with our Chunky Crystallina glitter. So if we sprinkle that over the top, you can see how that looks. But then when it dries, that glue is going to dry clear and you are just going to get the most beautiful kind of magical sparkle. Oh, where am I at here? There we go. The most beautiful kind of like just gorgeous rainbow sparkle. That's the word I was looking for, rainbow. But you can see how gorgeous that then looks. So what we are then going to do is we're going to start and build up the flowers. So we're going to take 3 of the flowers. I've already done the medium and the small, just to get ahead of time because I'm aware we've got about 10 minutes left, 11 minutes left. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the petals and we're going to pinch down the middle like this. And that then creates a little mountain fold. So it's going to give you a 3D effect on the flowers. So again, different to how we did the first one, because we did the first one as like a valley. So this time we're doing like a little mountain. And again, this is what I love about crafting. There is so much that you are able to do and create and just play about with. And that's the thing, crafting shouldn't be difficult, it should just be fun and something that you can kind of sit down and do to relax. Like I find when I start crafting, that's when I then start to kind of switch off and calm down. And it's such a lovely thing to be able to do. So we're going to glue this down in the middle. And then we're going to pop another little bit of glue into here. And we just kind of scrunch it up like this in your hand. You don't have to be kind of too careful with it. Just give it a little scrunch. And then we're going to stick this down just in the middle of there. And what we're going to do is just hold that in place. So again, you do just need to give it a couple of seconds just for the glue to kind of grab and hold. Okay, I should say as well actually, if anyone's looking at the mat that I'm working on, we do have these on the website too as well. These are our stamping mats. Like I say, honestly, if you maybe are just rediscovering us from a few years ago, we have got so many amazing new products on the website. So please do hop over and have a little look. So what we're now going to do is position these little flowers down onto our base card. So we're just going to use a little bit of PVA just in the middle. And then we're just going to stick these down. So again, they do take a couple of seconds just to grab. Okay. And then we'll stick this one there. There we go. So just hold those down in place just to allow that glue a little bit of time to grab. Normally when I'm demoing I use glue dots. I don't know why I didn't do that with these, but anyway, here we are. Okay then. So what I've then done is I have taken one of our little sparklers. So I've taken 3 actually. I've taken 2 of the larger ones and 1 of the smaller ones. And what you can do is go in with like a Copic marker. Taking the Copic out of my basket. Oh no. Okay. So you can go in with a Copic marker. So like for example, I've used an orange one on here. And with any alcohol-based marker, you can then colour over the top of the sparklers. And then you can kind of just add in these onto your project. So for all we only sell them in like the clear silver, they are fantastic for using in different ways. Becca's just handed me a Copic so I can show you this. So you can take any colour. So this is apricot, for example. Literally scribble over the top. And it then gives you a little orange sparkler ready to stick onto your project. So what we're going to do is take these little sparklers and I'm going to put one in the middle of each of the flowers. Like this. So just get these stuck down into place. Okay. And then to finish this one off, what I've done is again, I've used that, oops, let me pop this one in. I've used the Sentiment Builder. So the amazing, beautiful, lovely one, which is this one here. So I've taken the lovely from here and I've used the little die to die cut it out from some pink mirror card. So you can see how lovely and fine that is. And then you also get like the shadow die. So the shadow die is perfect for creating a little background. So you can then stick these 2 together. So we've got our little lovely here. So I'm just going to put, sorry, I'm doing that like really, really close to my face without showing you there. So we're going to just pop a little bit of glue onto the back of there and then stick that down just onto that little piece of white. And then you can kind of just add in, so I've got lovely there, and then I've got a little bit of white card somewhere. Use the edge off here. So I'm going to open this set up. Sorry everyone, I'm going to have to open this one. So then we can have, so we could use the little day. So we could have day, and we could have, or wishing you, or we could have to my lovely friend. Let's do that, that's cute. So let's do to my, then we've got lovely as the keyword, and then we've got friend. So what we can then do is if I grab an acrylic block and an ink pad, there we go. So I've got friend, then I've got to my, like that. And I've just, our blocks, acrylic blocks, have grids on them. So these were designed quite a while ago, but we knew that the sentiments were coming. So what that means is you can use the little grid to just line it up. So I've got to my friend, and then we'll stamp this down just onto here, like that. Lift that off, and then we'll take our guillotine again. Again, these are perfect for using for your little scraps as well. So, got to my and friend. So let me slide that in there. So I think, because by the time that I finish this, we're probably going to have only about 4 or 5 minutes left. So what I think I'll do is I am just going to run through loads of finished samples to inspire you at the end. So we're going to pop to my there, like that. And then we're going to use a little foam pad for lovely with my scissors. There we go. Foam pad there. Thank you everyone for joining me as well. Like, genuinely, it is so appreciated. I was so nervous for today because we've done lives on like our page and we've done YouTubes and stuff. This feels different. This is different. So yeah, if you watch any of the lives or our YouTubes and things, you will see that it's a little bit slower. It's a little bit more project based, whereas today was more about showing you our products and things like that. So yeah, hop over and have a little look at our page and at YouTube as well, actually, because there's loads of fab content on there. So we've got that all nicely stuck down there. So then to finish that off, all I was going to do was just pop a couple of the little butterflies, which again, these will be coming back into stock. So if you find the tiny butterfly on the website and you're kind of like, oh, it's not in stock, don't panic. It is coming back in. If you pop your email in the box, you'll get an email when it's back in stock. But you can see how fab that then looks. So what I'm going to do is I am going to pop some finished card samples in so you can have a little look at those. I'm going to clear my desk, and then what we will do is, let me find a little graphic to pop in. Oh my word, I don't know what I'm doing here now. It's just all, it's all gone. There we go, we'll pop that one in. So I'm going to show you the embossing folders, which we've got on the website, and then I'll show you some finished card samples. So I'll pop these in, I'll knock the mic off, and I'll be back with you in a moment. Oh my word, there was just a couple of minutes left. So thank you everyone for joining me today. I cannot wait to be back on the craft store soon, hopefully. Thought I would show you a few finished card samples just quickly before we go. So you can see we have got lots of fabulous projects, and these are all photographed. They are on our Facebook page. We've got loads of finished samples. So these are using the DL decorative dies, which I don't think we had quite time to show you today. But again, have a little look on the website below, chloescreativecards.co.uk/the craft store, and you will find all of the goodies on there. And then another couple here. A massive thank you to Glynis, to Christine, and to Rebecca as well, who were all on the design team and made some fantastic card projects. So I think that is everything from me today. I hope that you have enjoyed my first show on the craft store. I was so nervous for this morning. We've been rushing about, sorting everything out, but hopefully it's all gone really well and you have all enjoyed it. If you haven't done so already, hop over to our website, which is chloescreativecards.co.uk. If you pop / the craft store on there, you will be able to see all of the products that I've used today. I hope to see you again very, very soon. And yeah, please do keep a lookout and have a little look on the website. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye.